Margate, a place you might go for a dirty weekend rather than an arty one, but all that could change with the opening of the Turner Contemporary, a brand new gallery designed to breathe new life into the seaside town. But is Margate the right place for a new venue for modern art? Here's our culture editor Matthew Kane.
Margate is a town with a split personality. On one hand, it's a typical British seaside resort with a long sandy beach and an even longer tradition of donkey rides and Punch and Judy. On the other hand, it's a town with a strong artistic heritage, having influenced artists as diverse as Tracey Emin and J.M.W. Turner. And it's this legacy which has inspired the creation of a new art gallery, Turner Contemporary. Turner was a regular visitor to Margate and he travelled here from London by boat. Turner Contemporary is built on the site of the guest house where he stayed, whilst creating over 100 works of art. He was inspired by the unique quality of light here and what he called the loveliest skies in all Europe. The gallery's plan is to have at least one painting by Turner on show at all times, as well as a series of temporary exhibitions. When the gallery opens, it will be showing this little-known Turner alongside several pieces of contemporary art inspired by it.
The Turner painting is of a volcano erupting, so it's got intense drama and sort of wonder and awe, and that has really inspired our whole thinking about the commissioning of new works to go alongside that, really to demonstrate the legacy and the spirit of Turner.
But with no permanent collection in the gallery, its long-term sustainability is far from guaranteed. Just how feasible is it, do you think, in the long term to produce temporary shows one after the other that are of a standard that can attract visitors from London?
Well, I think that's a really good point, and I think we will have to think very carefully about how do we constantly refresh the exhibitions, come up with fantastic ideas.
But Turner Contemporary isn't just a gallery. It's also hoped it will be a catalyst for economic change. One of Britain's oldest seaside resorts, Margate remained popular until the 1970s, but in recent years it's entered a period of economic and social depression. This theme park was one of Margate's top tourist attractions, but it's since been left to fall into a state of disrepair. It's hoped that Dreamland will reopen next year once Turner Contemporary has kick-started regeneration of the area. Similar arts developments have already had positive economic effects in Newcastle and Gateshead, Nottingham and Middlesbrough. But is regeneration through the arts the right policy for Margate? So far, reaction to the gallery from the local community has been mixed.
Load of rubbish, completely. I think that it's a waste of money. I think Margate doesn't need art, it just needs rejuvenating.
It's a bit of a white elephant. A small amount want it, a majority don't.
It is going to bring in a lot of people that are interested in art, but at the moment there's not really anything here that's going to keep them here.
I think it's absolutely stunningly beautiful and amazing and will make such a difference to this town.
They're putting lots on for the locals and I think it's here now, so, you know, enjoy it. We're very, very privileged to have it, I think.
But the success or failure of Turner Contemporary has significance not just for the residents of Margate. Next month, yet another big arts development is due to open in Wakefield. But could our appetite for art be approaching saturation point? Let's hope, for the sake of Margate at least, that it isn't just yet.
Matthew Kane beside the sea.